Hey everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I have another fun gnome Halloween card to share with you today. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's Girl Gnome dies. They're Gnome Dies Halloween Add Ons. They're card mat dies. They're Gnomie Want Candy stamp set and the matching outline dies. The Halloween Scenic dies. And they're stitched oval dies. So I went ahead and I cut out this background. All the Doodlebug, this is all Doodlebug paper. Everything will be listed on my blog that I use. Some is old, so, be prepared. But I took this busy pattern that has caramel apples on it along with Halloween candy. And I cut it out with our card mat die. Then I cut a stitched oval die out of the center of it. And I cut a piece of American Crafts black cardstock the same size, and I traced that oval out. And now I'm taking the Halloween Scenic dies, and I'm going to run this through, sort of covering that oval area that's going to show, staggering it and cutting it with my Gemini machine. And the idea is I want little, star cutouts all over this background. So easy stuff. There we go. I always use this highlighter tape to hold my dies in place when I run it through my Gemini machine. So there we go. And I wanted to stagger it just so the stars looked a little bit, not so uniform. There you have it. And that's what I have there. So I've got a piece of paper tray ink white cardstock, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches using my Teflon bone folder and my Martha Stewart scoreboard. And I'm just going to score that down. Now I'm going to add on a strip of paper. I believe this is October 31st, and it's the 12-inch paper line, but don't quote me. It's an oldie. Any Halloween paper will do. A strip on the inside is always fun. So there you have it. And now I'm going to stamp the sentiment from that Gnomie Want Candy stamp set. And it will say on the inside, Spooky Halloween Wishes and Gnome Kisses. And that's stamped with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink using my Misty. Remember, you want to, stamp it a couple of times. Don't push too hard. Now this paper here is just a strip of scrap paper from one of the pads. But like I said, all of the patterns will be listed. I think this is the Bouville 6-inch, but, like I said, don't quote me. But everything's listed. There we go. And I'm just going to, like I said, I like to layer that up on the inside and just make a decorative area on the inside of my card. Now I'm running the ATG tape around the edge of this little frame that I made. And I'm going to stick that down on this star background. There we go. And the idea is this is going to go on my white card base, and then the white stars will show through. There, so kind of fun, right? There you have it. Now I'm going to stick this down with ATG tape again. And first I'm going to work on this gnome. So I did put this gnome together on our Halloween add-ons, or Halloween, I think it was the Halloween add-ons release, but whatever. Her hat was a little bit on the busy side, so I'm going to replace that with this tone-on-tone paper. Remember, tone-on-tone and paper, if it'll give you a general look of a solid without it being a solid, and that's what this one is. So I'm just going to stick that down with some art glitter glue. Now I'm going to repop up her little nose. Remember, her skin is cut out of P13 skin tones again. Her hair is American Crafts cardstock, just like that black cardstock that the stars were cut out of. That was also American Crafts cardstock. And there we have it. Her little bows and her hair were cut out of Rainbow Petite Prints and gingham linen, the 6-inch. Along with this little spider, also the same thing, cut out of the linen side from the gingham linen in a matching purple. So that's a cute little spider. Now I'm pulling out Studio Katya's 3mm Google Eyes. I'm just using a Simon Says Stamp Triangle pen. And then I'm going to add 2 little eyes with some art glitter glue using my Studio Katya embellishment wand. I'll just pick up 2 of them. Which is kind of fun, right? If you're going to have a spider on a project, make it cute because spiders are gross. There we go. And isn't she sweet? It's just so cute. There we go. And her little dress is also Doodlebug cardstock. And like I said, everything that I used will be listed. Now I'm going to pop up this little caramel apple. During the release and review for the Halloween add-ons, I did put this together for you, so you could check that out if you'd like. I'm just going to pop up this caramel apple with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. Oh, I had a little bit of brain fart there. That's what happens, man. Okay, so here we go. And isn't that sweet? Oh, so she's holding this cute little caramel apple. So now the sentiment on the outside is going to be, "'Tis the season to be spooky." That was stamped onto Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock with VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink. And then I cut it out with the outline dies that go with that Gnome You Want Candy set. Then I cut it out a couple more times out of black cardstock. And I'm just layering that up. And then that way, you know, I'm getting some dimension on this without using any foam tape. Now I did cut it out of a leftover piece of Doodlebug cardstock that's roughly the thickness of that background that I made. And I'm just going to add that to the one side that's going to hang over the stitched oval die, just so everything is even. Oh, I got a little clog there. And there you have it. I'm just going to stick that down onto my card. There you go. And then I'm going to pop that in place with some art glitter glue. Using my reverse tweezers to hold on. Trying to get it straight, but of course that gnome's in the way. Oops, move that out of the way. And then there you have it. So nice and flat, but a little bit of dimension. I did, I did pop it down and hold it down with an acrylic block just to make sure it glued flat. Now I cut out the background of this girl gnome die again with some, with a piece of, I think that is American Crafts black cardstock, but it was a leftover piece. And you'll see that I'm just layering up the top part of that. And that way that will go in the oval. So there'll be no dips when I apply this gnome to the front of the card. So I'm just trying to keep everything nice and flat and level, right? There you have it. You'll see there's some highlights that I used a secure white jelly roll pen to add. There we go, and I will weight that down. Okay, so now I'm going to add in some odds and ends. These are the Ghost Town odds and ends from Doodlebug, and I grabbed a cute little pumpkin. Usually these pumpkins are in most of their odds and ends packages for Halloween. And isn't that sweet? And then remember, when you're using these odds and ends, add a little bit of life by, using your secure white jelly roll pen to add some dots and scribbles. And I do pull out my black glaze pen to make the eyes have a little bit of dimension and shine. So I'll show you that in a second. Kind of fun, right? You gotta love these pens from Secura. I'm going to add one more little highlight to his tongue. He's such a cutie. There you go. Now on the inside, I'm going to add some of these black stars that I cut out with those Halloween Scenic dies. Might as well, right? I have them. So I'm going to add an odd number with my Studio Katia embellishment wand. So there you have it. So kind of fun for the inside of your card, right? Now I decided to pull out some more of these odds and ends from that Ghost Town, and I just grabbed 3 colored stars that match my background, and I'm going to pop those up, like I said, with some dimensionals from Stampin' Up! Again. I used the normal sized ones and then the little ones. And there you have it. So it's kind of fun. Now I'm pulling out the Studio Katia Glow, what are they called? Glow Mini Stars. And I'm going to put these, sprinkle them around the card, and these glow in the dark, right? So it's just kind of fun. They look holographic when you first look at them, which is neat, but they do glow in the dark. So, they do add a fun little touch that you really can't tell until it gets dark, right? So that's always fun. But also at the same time, they don't make your card look very busy because, like I said, they're holographic, but they're kind of a bit see-through, and they don't really add a color per se to your card. So that's always fun. So I'm going to add a bunch of those to the card using my glossy accents that I have in a little bottle with a needle tip. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Oh my goodness. And it's the afternoon. I have no excuses, but these things happen. So I'm going to be adding on a few more of these little glow-in-the-dark stars. And I'll add a couple to those odds and ends stars that I have popped up. just because that way it makes things, you know, like I said, makes everything a little bit more special. You really need one of these embellishment wands in your, you know, crafting stash, because it really makes life easy picking up these little tiny embellishments. And there you have it. I'm just going to make sure I have enough of these stars. And, you know, and then you'll have a really cute glow-in-the-dark background that happens when the lights go down, right? It's always fun. I'm loving these new gnomes from Jaded Blossom. They just make card creating so fun and easy. You know, put together your little gnome and you're in business. It's just adorable. I love it. So there we go. So just adding on my last couple of stars. There we go, and that's what it looks like. And on the inside, this is what it looks like. Isn't that cute? I think it turned out really cute. Now I'm just going to add a couple of highlights to her little hat, because I figured why not? I've got my Secure White Jelly Roll pen and a number 10 hanging out still. So I'll just add a couple more little highlights, and there you have it. So now I'm in my sauna, and it's the darkest place in my house. So I turn off the lights, and oh, check out the glow-in-the-dark stars. Isn't that fun? I just think that they're adorable. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog and be inspired by the team, the Jaded Blossom store, to get your hands on some of these amazing products. And thank you as always, for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we will see you soon in my next one. Bye, everyone.